Hey there, and welcome back to Crystal Talks. Katie and Cynthia here. Today, we are talking about a really cool stone. It has a legend associated with it, and that legend is that it is shattered remains of the Holy Grail. Some say the stone was formed by Christ's blood during his crucifixion, but these are all really just legends or potentially fictional stories. It just shows how prized this specific stone has been for centuries. So, Cynthia, what are we talking about today?
The mystical, magical African bloodstone.
Love it. I love the way African bloodstone looks. It
Yes.
has like that kind of, I don't know, bluish green, like deep color with like those red specks in it. It's just such a beautiful colored stone.
Very unusual.
For sure. So, African bloodstone is associated with your root and heart chakras. What a surprise. And, it works with the elements of earth and fire. So, it really has this powerful energy to spark that inner fire, to really ground down some amazing benefits. Cynthia, what are some of those benefits?
It's supports strength, inner strength in particular, but strength in all aspects of the body and spirit and mind. It's a very motivational stone. It's one that you get out if you need a little push in whatever you're doing. At the same time, it's a cleansing stone. It get rid of some negative energy and maybe some junk that you've been carrying around with you. Um, Motivation, courage kind of go hand in hand. It's hard to get motivated if you don't have the courage to get into something, and this will help you with that too. Um, it's very supportive of altruism, if that's something that you're working on, doing good things for other people or the world. Always a good thing. Hand in hand with the cleansing comes protection, and this is a very protective stone. Gives you confidence, and it also gives you spiritual strength. Um, it also is supposed to be very helpful in increasing libido. So, wide range of uses for this beautiful stone.
Absolutely. All of those benefits also, align with the goddesses that African bloodstone is associated with. Bridget, Bridget, the Irish goddess of fertility, Dion, the Venetian goddess, earth goddess, and Persephone, the Greek goddess of spring. I feel like the energy of those goddesses really comes out in the benefits that you kind of just talked about. So kind of cool how that lines up and really, create such a beautiful energy for such a beautiful stone. How are some ways that these could be used? The African bloodstone could be used.
Um, there's just a variety of ways that you can bring it into your life. You can keep it near you, near your computer, if you're working on the computer, to guard against geopathic stress. If you're working on manifestation of any kind, write your goals on a piece of paper and put a piece of African bloodstone. You fold that paper up, put the piece of African bloodstone on top of that, and just let it sit and let them work together for a while. You can use it in dream work if that's a goal of yours. It connects to your intuition, and it also helps encourage those intuitive dreams. So there, you probably want to keep it next to your bed. It also, while it's sitting there helping you with the dream work, it can also give you more restful sleep. It's suggested that, in this case, you might put it in a bowl of water to connect those energies to help you get that peaceful sleep. If you wear it as a piece of jewelry, you're going to have it on, during the day. It's going to increase your drive, your motivation that we talked about, and your sense of enthusiasm, confidence. Um, you can use it if you're working with your chakras. You can use it for either the root chakra or the heart chakra to help balance those energy centers. Keep it near you for spiritual connection. The African bloodstone is very mystical, very, very stone with a lot of spiritual connection. Um, and certainly, last but not least, put some chips in a roller bottle and use it with your essential oils.
Yes, for sure. Definitely pair it with those essential oils. What essential oils should we pair it with? What would be good essential oils to kind of pair African bloodstone with?
Well, pick your intention. And then start with an essential oil from this list based on that. If you need the courage, the confidence that we were talking about, then helichrysum, ginger, clove, or thyme are good ones to give a try. If you need that energy, that enthusiasm, wild orange, lemon, peppermint, those are all going to give you a real boost in that department. Um, Back to the sleep, the dream work, or the peaceful sleep. Try some lavender or some frankincense, bergamot or cedar wood are all very calming. That are going to help with your sleep. Spiritual connection, frankincense, blue lotus, sandalwood are places where you can start. And getting back to the dream work, those are particularly helped by lavender, sandalwood, rose, or juniper berry. Again, these are suggestions, place to start. As we've said before, if your intuition is telling you to try something else, then by all means give it a go, because we're all different. And what works for me or Katie isn't necessarily going to work with you, but these are good basic places to start. Anything there that calls to you, Katie, right now?
Well, I think that frankincense or sandalwood would be a great oil to pair with African bloodstone in meditation to really encourage that spiritual awakening. Also, taking those oils and perhaps pairing it with a yoga practice for energy, for spiritual connection. You could place those oils in a roller bottle with some African bloodstone chips to roll on the wrists, the bottoms of the feet, the neck, potentially to really kind of support you through those meditation and yoga practices. So that would be what I would say. I think that it would be also really cool to pair the use of African bloodstone and potentially essential oils as well with a mantra, because then it just like harnesses that intention that you're setting when using it. Mantras like my mind, body, and soul are spiritually alive. I'm courageous through life, or creating a mantra that really aligns with what your intention is and following your intuition, like Cynthia said, to really use the energies of this stone, of African bloodstone, as well as the essential oils to support that intention that you are moving towards and through. What about you, Cynthia? What does any of the oils specifically jump out to you?
Oh, I'm always working on the intuition side of things. So right now it would be the frankincense, clary sage, something along those lines that connect the African bloodstone and the spiritual side of things. That's, I think right now that's what I'm feeling. But yeah, catch me in a week, it might be different.
Always changing. That's why it's so important to trust your intuition, right? To go with what your inner wisdom is telling you to do. You know, African bloodstone has been a stone that's been used throughout history. And so all the things that we're sharing with you really are backed up by uh, its use throughout history and how important it was throughout history. In ancient Egypt, it was used in everything from amulets to carved statues. In Rome and Greece, you have early examples of bloodstone found in the Roman ruins. In the Middle Ages, African bloodstone fell out of favor because it was seen as a stone of bad luck and associated with death and violence. But then the Renaissance brought it back in favor again for its beauty, for its unique properties. And people believed that the stone could reflect the sunlight like a mirror. And that belief led to a widespread use of bloodstone in jewelry, in rings. It was also made in cameos, which were popular among nobility in that Renaissance time period. It was popular during the Victorian era, used in mourning jewelry as a stone of comfort and for those grieving the loss of a loved one. So this stone has really been used in ancient times all the way through to our modern times. and just really has such a powerful energy that it's a great stone to add to your collection to really bring into your life. Wouldn't you say so, Cynthia?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a must have as far as I'm concerned.
And I feel like it's one of those ones that we don't always go to first. Like the quartzes, the amethysts, all those are really like something we sometimes go to first. But this one has such a powerful energy. I think it's definitely one to bring into your world and your collection for sure. So that's all we got on African Bloodstone today. Thanks for joining us. You can always check out the African Bloodstone tools and items that we have within the EWBMS shop. I know we've got some great stuff for African Bloodstone in the shop for you to incorporate into your intentions and into your life. So check it out, ewbms.com. We also have some great complimentary ebooks for you on the website that you can grab at any time to just learn more about specific stones or chakras or all kinds of different things. So that's all we got for today. We will meet you back here next week.